Hey, Facebook. Matt here on Wednesday night. Sorry, a little bit later than 8:30, but I would definitely want to get this to you guys. Got a lot of interest off the flexible dieting. I think kind of building off that video of working out yesterday because it's a two-part process. You got to have the working out, but you got to also have the nutrition. So what I want to talk to you about tonight, if you're jumping on now and you're getting stuff out of it, make sure to like it, make sure to heart it. I'm also going to have a free gift for you at the end. You stick to the end, so make sure you do that. If you're watching this later, just hit replay so I know if these times a little bit later in the day are better for you. But like the title says, what I want to talk to you about today is how you can eat your favorite foods and still have abs. That's right, you read it correctly. There is a solution to the conundrum that has plagued mankind since the beginning of time. How can you drink a beer, eat a slice of pizza, and still have abs and not have to worry about it? So the golden ticket to your food freedom is actually flexible dieting. Go into that a little bit more. So with flexible dieting, people think there's no rules. There are rules you got to follow. But not into a sense of like keto, intermittent fasting, that kind of stuff. You can eat, you just got to follow your portions, but it shows you how to build out your day and still eat your favorite foods. At the end of the day, it comes down to you need to count your calories. I don't care if you're following keto, if you're following intermittent fasting, if you're following the carnivore diet, the newest rage. It still comes down to following your calories. And, I've been there before. I've seen all the information. I've been confused. But nothing lasted forever until I figured out how to eat and not make it seem like a diet. How I can have a slice of pizza and not feel guilty. How I can enjoy a burger with the boys on a Saturday watching college football. How, we can go out to eat dinner with the family or take our kids out to eat ice cream at the end of the day and not feel guilty for enjoying that kind of stuff. So once I started flexible dieting, the weight fell off, lean muscle came up, and it's because I was fueling my body. I wasn't afraid of eating or eating my favorite food, so I didn't seem like I was on a diet when I was eating, and that's key. When a lot of people get on a diet, they're so restrictive, they're so worried about what they eat, and then it stresses you out also. So you beat yourself up for eating bad, then you starve yourself for 3 days, or you're so restrictive and you're so good for 2-3 weeks maybe, and then you have that one slice of pizza, you have that one chip, and then it's a snowball rolling down the hill. You binge, and then you feel terrible afterwards. Flexible diets worked well for me over a 10-week period, and this does include feasting on Thanksgiving, enjoying Black Friday, and even enjoying the leftovers and pie through the weekend. I lost over 30 pounds in an 8 to 10 week period. And I still use it now when I was starting my prep for this show is, my coach gave me my macros I needed to hit, and I try to be it as big as possible. But if I wanted to go out with my family, I just made sure what I was eating still met the macros that he wanted me to hit that day. Whether it was the protein, the carbs, and the fats, I just worried about my calories then also. But obviously, the closer I get to the show, the more strict to it I have to be. With flexible diet, you can eat whatever you want. You just can't eat everything that you want, if that makes sense. Let me explain that more. So with flexible diet, it comes down to macros. If you don't know what macros are, those are what make up all your food. So it's your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. Each macro has its own calorie profile that makes up a gram of whatever you eat. So like a gram of proteins, 4 calories, a gram of carbs, 4 calories, a gram of fat, 9 calories. And that equals out your calories for the day. So there are a few things that you can do to figure out the calories you need to eat, and I'm going to talk about that a little later and actually give you a free gift to where you can learn how to do that on your own. You just need to make sure it fits in your day. So let's say you're going out at night and you're going to go to Outback or wherever you enjoy doing. Look at the menu before you go out there and pick out what you're going to eat and go ahead and put it on whatever tracking app that you're following. I use MyFitnessPal. My clients use MyFitnessPal because you can customize your goals. It's simple to do. They have a big database. Under Armour owns them. They're not going anywhere. So I like MyFitnessPal. And then you build out the rest of your day from that. So you fit your calories for the meals that you're going to do, and then you fit your breakfast and your lunch in to where you still hit your goals at the end of the day. You're enjoying dinner, you're still on track, and you're not beating yourself up. It's the same thing if you're going to drink beer, if you're going to eat tacos. It's stress-free because you have the code to win the game. Now, when I say this, when you have this freedom to eat whatever you want and still get results, it feels so good because you enjoyed what you're doing. You feel like you're not dieting, you're not stressing, and you track your food of the day, so you already know the answers to the test. You already know you're going to pass. And it gets easier the more you do it. So week 1 is the trial. Will this work? After week 1, you're like, oh, it is working. So week 2 is the proof that it still is working. Week 3, it becomes a routine. And week 4, you believe that you're now on the road to making a lifestyle change. And having that freedom is a big difference. And it all starts with first figuring out your macros. So my free gift to you guys is I have a free guide on calculating your macros. It's going to show you how many calories you need to eat. You just need to figure out how active you are, and then it shows you how to break down your protein, carbs, and fats. Now remember, this is just the beginning point. As you start seeing results, as your body changes, as your goals change, your macros are going to change. So this isn't just something that you can set one time and then you're good the rest of your life. It needs to constantly change, just like you have different training phases. But if you're interested in that, drop an emoji on this, send me a message, comment Better Body Blueprint, and I'll be sure to reach out to you, and we'll get you going with that macro guide. Here are a few keys to remember and a good overview. Losing weight comes down to being a calorie deficit. That's it. So I don't care what you follow. You need to be in a calorie deficit, and that's why flexible dieting makes it easy, because you know your calories and you know what you need to hit by the end of the day. How you want to hit that is up to you. If one day you feel like eating ice cream all day, as long as you're under your calories and you're hitting your macros, you're good to go. I have this in my online training, and part of our mind step and our group discussions is food isn't good or bad. It's just tasty and food and fuel for your body. So don't view food as good or bad. Go over or under your calories by 50. Sometimes even 100 calories isn't going to make or break you, so don't stress out about that. And the same goes if you're not right on with your grams of protein, carbs, and fats. You don't have to zero every day or get to zero every day. Plus or minus 10 grams isn't going to make or break you. And pay attention to serving sizes. So when you're macro counting in your flexible dieting, it comes down to looking at labels a lot. You need to pay attention to the label and making sure it says, by how many servings that you're doing. Like a Gatorade, for example. If you get a regular Gatorade, there's normally like 2.5 servings in that one bottle. So you need to multiply the calories and all the macros by 2.5. So don't fall for that trick. Just get the 0 calorie one, and then you're good to go. If you have any other questions about flexible dieting, this is just a quick run through. I didn't want to make a super long video. I'll be doing more trainings on this if you guys want it. And be on the lookout for a special program coming soon, especially for my busy dads. This program's coming for you. If you're interested in, being on the watch list for that, send me a message also. If you want the free training, drop your emoji, drop Better Body Blueprint, and I'll be sure to get that out to you. Or if you have any other questions, just let me know. You guys have a great night, and start counting those calories, start counting those macros. Flexible dieting is a golden ticket to success. Later.